Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Bree Free is me. If you're new to the channel, hi. If you are a subscriber already, hey friend. As you know, it's never too late to be a part of this community. You just have to hit the like and subscribe button down below. As you know, on this platform, I discuss everything that centers around wellness, self-care, self-love, and how to get to your true and authentic self. I provide tips and all of that good stuff, okay? Because we are on this journey of enlightenment and introspection together. So I just want to say this with this journey. Although there have been so many moments that I have learned so much about myself. I've learned what my triggers are, still working on that, by the way. I have learned the things that make me happy, still learning that, by the way. I have learned how to cultivate and give meaning to relationships and friendships, or before giving that title, still learning that, by the way. Just giving myself grace, still learning that, by the way. Which is what this video is about today. See, healing, it is a non-linear process. It goes through this cycle. So you'll have your moments of things are kind of going upwards and things are looking like smooth sailing. And then the higher up you get in elevation, the more you feel like you're being suffocated, or the more turbulence that you feel. Now, there's a phase in that part of healing that passes, and then you feel like it's clear again and you're good to go. And then again, there's a moment in it that is restricting. So I just want to do this video to simply say, give yourself grace in the space that you're currently in. You may sometimes feel like, I've gotten over this one particular thing, or I should have gotten over this one particular thing. And why are we back to this subject again? Or why are we back to this feeling again? It's not to say that you have not done the work, and it's not to say that you have not gone past that phase. It's that maybe there is something that just brought that feeling up again, and your body is trying to get you out of the fight or flight movement. Because like I said, you can probably get into a good, healthy relationship, right? And even in that, triggers will come up. You may get into it with a coworker, you may get into it with a friend, and a trigger or an old behavior will pop up again. So I just want you to take the moment and use this space to give yourself grace and to simply just work on you, because you cannot control anyone else at the end of the day. You can only control you, your response to certain things. I want to tell y'all that through this entire journey, like I said, it has not been easy. It's been cringeworthy at some times, but I have been pressing forward. I want to be fully transparent. Because no one told me this. Like I said, this is my first time kind of like going through this, right? I did not know through this healing journey the two emotions that would come up the most, but the one that like really stands out more than the other is anger. And I have bouts of rage, not like to harm anyone, not to harm myself, but that rage or the anger is coming from I cannot believe I allowed someone to mistreat me at that point in my life. I cannot believe that I swept a lot of things under the rug at that point in my life. I cannot believe, as good of a person that I am, someone would really hurt my heart when I truly did not deserve it. So I think what happens in the process of healing is that those reflections or those things are just kind of coming up at the most random times, and you're just like, oh, so for me, I just find myself saying, man, I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe it. So that's where the anger or the rage come from. Again, it's not to harm myself. It's not to harm anyone. It is simply just because my brain is like reflecting on those moments. Now, if I do have times where it's like, ooh, that rage or that anger is kind of going up, what I would suggest is, you see your pillow, take it out with your pillow. You see the gym, go ahead and work yourself out at the gym, get those endorphins going. You see running outdoors where it's free 99, go out there and run and get all of that out. It is so, so necessary, because you don't want that rage or the anger that you have pent up. You don't want to be in a wrong place letting that out. I just want to say that, okay? The second emotion that comes forward is sadness, because I feel like I am somewhat in mourning or grieving the person that is leaving me and the person that is coming forward. Because I sometimes say that, man, but I'm such a carefree, bubbly, high-spirited person. And now as I'm peeling the layers, I'm starting to find like a jaded part of me. Like I'm starting to find like a hurt child in me. And so therefore I am just crying at the moments where I'm like, I didn't feel protected. I didn't feel love. I can't believe, X, Y, and Z and happened. And I'm more sensitive to a lot of things. I'm not a crier, or I have not been a crier. I am a crier, but it's been suppressed for a very, very long time. So now I'm just finding myself crying about the most random things now. I could be watching somebody like reuniting with their dog or reuniting with their kid, and the tears from somebody I know I love is hurt. Here the tears come. My patients, something happens to them. Here the tears come. And it's like I'm so sensitive to a lot of stuff, but at the same time, it's like that rage is not too far. That anger is not too far. So if you find yourself tottering between the two or more, I just want you to give yourself grace and know that this is just a part of the journey. I want you to take a nice deep breath in and out. Allow those feelings, like I said, to kind of like leave and not take a permanent place or space up in your heart. And I want you to kind of like do something about it. Don't go out there punching people. No, I'm not giving the advice to get physical with anyone, but if you take up boxing, you take up working out at the gym, you take it up on a pillow or something like that, or a stuffed animal. I don't know. Just do that. And if you're going to cry, let those tears free and flow. It's going to make no sense for you to kind of like pent it up, especially again, if you've been told in your life to just kind of like grin and bear it. You're not supposed to cry. You actually are. So I just want you to give yourself the space to heal, the space to grieve, because this new you that is coming forward, it is going to look different. What's going to happen is a lot of your views, beliefs, behaviors, a lot of that is going to change. A lot of that is going to change. If you were someone that used to tolerate things back then, now your threshold, your patience, very thin, very thin. You're going to probably be a lot more direct as opposed to being passive aggressive. So again, like, you'll probably still laugh. You'll still probably have a good chuckle, but you ain't gonna chuckle with everybody. I'm just saying. So yeah, I just want to say that do not be so hard on yourself. If you feel like, dang, but this feels like it's taking me 10 steps backwards. And maybe I'm just preaching to myself when I say this, but truly and honestly, you're making the necessary steps to go forward, and you're being intentional. And the intentionality is what's like the work. Okay. So yeah, just want to tell you guys that I love you, and that I hope, on this healing journey, you are discovering so much more about yourself, and that you are not believing what people tell you about you. and that you heal and come to a good place in your heart, that you do not become jaded, that you do not become cynical. So yeah, and give yourself grace, because grace is needed to grow. Love y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share these videos with someone that you know that is possibly going through the same things.